Okay, so hopefully this is all working. We are way behind the ball here. And when I say we, I mean Adam. In the interest of full disclosure, I've got a sick kiddo at home. Things are just a little off kilter from our normal mornings. So it looks like we're about 20 minutes behind from when we had scheduled this video. But here's the video, or the video blog, I guess, subsequent to the written blog, which was put up on our website this weekend, hopefully emailed out to all of you guys that do subscribe. I know I got mine. And it's definitely really interesting stuff this time around. And I know that we don't really focus a lot on things in the mortgage space here, although the mortgage space is a relatively boring subject unless you're in the throes of buying or refinancing a home. If you guys want more content about the mortgage space, or you want to know what's going on with mortgages, like how we've quietly slipped down to mortgage rates that we haven't seen in years. It's a kind of an interesting phenomenon if you are interested in the mortgage space and mortgage-backed securities, these kinds of things, and most people aren't. So we try to keep the content a little more interesting than that and still somehow circumnavigate what goes on in real estate and mortgages. So the blog this time around is about what inspection reports won't say. So obviously, if you're buying a home, odds are good you're getting an inspection. Even if it's a brand new home, you should be getting an inspection. And even in a lot of cases when you're selling a home, you may want to get a pre-listing inspection so that you can see what an inspector is going to find wrong with your house, so you can shore that stuff up before the potential home buyer sees it and it completely derails the deal, or whatever else items in an inspection might reveal. So we talk about things that are standard in an inspection: roof, electrical, HVAC, plumbing, foundation, structural integrity, interior surfaces, exterior surfaces, yada yada. Now there are, of course, all kinds of things that will be inspected in a thorough inspection. There are things that may not get picked up on, though. Mold behind the walls, not all that big a deal in our climate. Obviously, it's very arid here, very dry here. I have a house in South Carolina, much bigger problem in a humid climate. Subfloors, not something that we're really going to see. Pest infestations, not really all that big a deal here, but coast to coast could be huge. Those kinds of things. Interesting change in the mortgage space. We've never had to do termite inspections in Colorado. Now, one of the changes this year is that VA loans, the VA, does require that in Colorado. We do have termites in Colorado. It's obviously not a big deal. It would be really rare for somebody to have discovered a termite problem. But one of those things that actually is related directly to the mortgage space and is a little interesting because we get to talk about bugs. Okay, so there are a lot of other things in this blog post: HVAC, air conditioning, roof leaks, the sprinkler system. If you're buying a home in the winter, that thing's been shut down. They've been blown out. They're depressurized. You're not testing a sprinkler system. Pool equipment, yeah, that's a tough one. We don't have a whole lot of swimming pools in Colorado, but there's so many things that could come up, like, unpermitted work, neighborhood condition, risk for water damage. Boy, I wish I had checked that out with my last house. I got very lucky with the one I'm in right now. The one I'm actually sitting in, it sits on a very high point on the property, and the property literally like slopes away from the house in every direction. It's really kind of cool. Energy loss, utility costs, environmental hazards, health hazards, these kinds of things. There's a lot of data, and this blog post is actually fairly long. So if you are curious about what is in a home inspection, what should be in a home inspection, thank you to all the real estate agents that contributed for us, then go check it out. I am going to stop rambling at this point because I've been at it for a while, but it is a cool blog post. We are getting into a pretty heavy buyer's market here. Rates are way down. The real estate market seems to be softening a bit, those kinds of things. So this is really some valuable data for you guys. So I'm going to cut it off there If you're actually seeing this, thank you. If you're subscribing to the blog post, thank you. If you're not and you want to, just ask. You can obviously find all kinds of stuff about us at corefinancegroup.com. Have an amazing day, rest of your week, and we'll see you guys next time.